Hello, everybody. I hope you're doing well. I heard some news today that Sam Bankman-Fried has been locked up in the Bahamas. That is some great news. I'm glad to hear that. I don't know if we'll get any justice out of it, but it is good news. We're going to discuss it. Sorry, I'm a little bit off kilter tonight. I had a 2-hour stream today with ATX Crypto. And man, I was standing for like 2 hours straight doing that live stream. And afterwards, I was like, ow, this hurts. So that's why I'm sitting down tonight after doing that stream. Let's see what you guys got to say here. Second time here just chilling. Hello, Quell. Welcome to the show. Yes, I'm having a great day. Hey, Randy, reporting for class. Why do you think it took so long to arrest him? Probably because he was in the Bahamas. That's my guess. But Bahamas is an extradition country, so they could just go grab him anytime they want. Oh, once they have permission for the Bahamian government. Maybe the Bahamian government was preparing all along. They want to make sure they had all their ducks in the order. Hello, Corey. Funk Master Hex. Good evening to you. James 777. Hello, Doug. Well, Tex, I wouldn't want my associates paving the way to giving me absolute control of money and future to be put in jail either. That's just healthy speculation. Yeah. Just unloading a Lambo. Be with you soon. Hey, decentralized finance is winning here. This is what it's all about. That's why we're here, right? CJ, bonjour, my friend. Hi, Mom. Hit the likes upon arrival, Crypto Fam. My son does amazing streams for us to continuously learn from his vast experience. Thank you. Jinrat, good to see you, my friend. Good evening, Randy. Hey, I was just talking about you earlier today. I think I was like your first or second live stream, Jimrat, and our interview. And ATX, I was his second, I think. So I'm like the welcoming mat for Hexaco. Everyone comes through Randy. Hey, I know Randy will interview with me. I think Dane too. Dane was another one. Hey, Bugs. Good to see you. God, I love seeing your name every time. It just makes me think of my son because that's his nickname, Bugs. XBF going to get yeah. You know, with him, he looks pretty soft. Looks like he's never lifted a weight in his life. Yeah. Yeah. Possibly. Hello, digital best friends. Come get me, aliens. This is what it feels like. I'm going to say it over and over again. If it wasn't for live streams and the Hex community, the whole lockdowns and all that we had that we got illegally put under back in 2020 and 2021 would have been much more painful. I feel bad for people that didn't have a community like we had. That's what really got us through. This is going to be a good one. Some great news. Hey, Peppy. Absolutely. Crypto Cashew, good to see you. No justice, but it's funny to watch him squirm. Oh, Soldier Pete, you look happy today. Thank you. I appreciate that. Our friend from down under. Opinions on the XRP SEC decision coming up. Crypto 7 seemed to think odds were good of winning, but a loss would affect most of crypto. I don't really get into the whole XRP. This XRP stuff, I tend to just brush over. I thought the I thought the issues that we went through with library, LBRY, already set a precedent, right? LBRY, even though I'm a former employee, I worked with the team, my wife and I. We supported Jeremy Kauffman. We supported Odyssey once Odyssey kind of did a fork of library. These guys, they did a raise, had VCs. I think they had VCs. That was one of the problems. They have a business. They have a business address. And They have a website. They have all these things that the government can attack, right? So that was the big problem with. I think that's why LBRY they lost, right? Well, XRP is in a very similar situation. They've got a company, they've got employees, they got the website, they got it's a whole business around XRP, and they've been trying to shill and sell XRP to countries for years. That might be the only thing that saves them. We have seen some odd things happening with XRP over the last couple of years, where they've been delisted from exchanges, and all the centralized exchanges ditched them. I don't know. I don't know how you can get it, but I haven't owned XRP since 2016, maybe. That's when I sold all mine on a 10x. Yeah. Hey, Nas, how are you doing, sir? I'm lagging. Jeez. What can I do? It's summertime. It's not raining that much. My internet should be great, guys. Get ready to hit the road and get you live. Charles Dietrich. Awesome. Hello, Pepe. I tagged you on Twitter a few days ago. Not sure if you had time or seen it. I don't know, Charles. Excuse me. If it was over the weekend, I may have missed it because there was so much stuff happening in my life that we weren't really paying attention. It's Christmas holiday season, and we've been crazy busy. Like all day Sunday, we had the Polar Express train ride. I'll put that video up over the next couple of days. And we went on the Panama Canal Railway, and they called it the Polar Express. Not really polar, but it was still fun for the kids. We went to different parks to see the lights and things like that. So I've been kind of busy with the fam. Just if you want me to see something, just tag me again. I'll find it. System notes. Good evening, Dip Catcher. Good to see you, sir. I invited Dip Catcher on for a stream sometime if he wants to join us. I know it's late. It's 10 p.m. Eastern, so some people don't like to stream so late. Luke Duke, where's the cheese, man? Give me that good Wisconsin cheese. Carlos, good to see you. Gave you a thumbs up because mom said so. Renner's mom has got it going on. Hey, she supports everybody. She goes and watches all you guys' live streams. She's there commenting. You guys just don't know that's my mom. Well, not the people that watch me do. Yes, Randy, you're the man we trust. You're a man of wealth, real unbiased info. Thank you. Keep Zening along. I made a comment tonight about Zen. Somebody was saying that Zen's just trending to zero. And I'm telling people, look, man, when I get on Hex day one, my Hex trended to zero for a long freaking time. Might take Zen a little bit longer to get going because we need to have price discovery. There is no massive amounts of liquidity or anything like that. So I think that's going to be the difference. It's going to take some time for Zen to get going. It's like that old crank engine. You gotta crank it along, and then when it gets going, boom. When the bull market comes and the ETH fees go through the roof, guess what's going to happen to the ETH or the prices of Zen? Yeah, pay attention, guys. Hello, Randy. Hope we get what he deserves, and the people get some money back. I don't count on getting the money back, guys. Oh, thank you, brother. Appreciate that. Halo Quail. Good evening. Probably one of those non-human jail in style. Halo Quail, does that mean you're a Halo jumper and your last name is Quail? Those of you guys who are Air Force folks know what Halo jumpers are, and Navy SEALs types. Rogan going to talk about Ben and Bahamas again? I don't know. Hey, Chico. I have a feeling SBF will be rethinking his poly lifestyle pretty soon. Yep. I import my seed to Aurochs, but it shows only one account. I have several under that seed phase. Do you have this issue? I think each one has a private key. Each one of those addresses has its own private key, and you have to import each one. I believe that's how it works. Looking forward for the stream you're going to do with the legend Dipcatcher. An amazing guy and great heart. Sure is. I like listening to him. Peter Tross. What are we talking about? Oh yeah, you gotta do it with your private keys, guys. I love Access Live's charts. Big hex in the next 10 years. Always makes me feel good about the long term. Luke Duke, yes, sir. I feel great about the long term for hex. Well, people are really they don't like my predictions of hex $1.50 to 250 the next bull market. But remember that Randy is always conservative. I got burned a lot in 2017 when I had these. I used to write articles about my future predictions for prices. Well, my future predictions for the prices were actually the following bull market, but we had a serious bear in between. So I took a lot of shit for that. So I don't make those big claims anymore. Look at that. I got that's the moon. Interesting. Did anyone really think version 3 is coming soon? Does anyone really think version 3 is coming soon? Hex Price would say otherwise. AP, yeah, sure. It could be announced at any moment. Big AM announcements tomorrow. CPI data could be explosive on market. Then again, maybe not. Well, I'll tell you that the markets are already trending up. So that people are looks like they're betting that there's going to be good data. Hey Nate, good to see you. To have Aurochs and MetaMask and Chrome, you guys said we have to tweak something. Yeah, you can't have both of them active at the same time. You have to turn one of them off. If you have them both active at the same time, MetaMask will, I think it's MetaMask will always cancel out. No, the Aurochs will cancel out the MetaMask because they both run on the same channel or something. That's what I heard. All right, let me show you. I want to do this first. Ask for you guys' help here. Boom. All right, this is ATX his YouTube channel. If you guys can go give him a subscribe, let me put it in the chat because he really cool, man. We need as many content creators as possible, and he's one of the latest content creators we have for crypto or for Hex. So please go subscribe to him. This is our live today. Secrets of the Crypto Market. It was a really good one. 2 hours though. My feet were a little bit sore after that. It was a great time though. He's pretty knowledgeable, and he's one of these guys is open to learn. He's going to have a lot of great people on the show. I think he's gonna blossom into one of our top live streamers, because you guys know that we're in a bear market right now. And when you're in a bear, that's the time to start creating content. I don't care if it's TikTok or YouTube Shorts or edited content or live streams like this, or do whatever you want. It doesn't matter. Just start creating some content. We really need you guys to step up, whether just making funny posts on Twitter. You know, Alan Bittner, Abit Hex. Do you realize when he got into Hex, all he did was make memes? He made funny ass memes, and they were great. At first, they were corny, but he got better and better and better with time. It's the same thing here. You know, you don't need a lot of tools to do these things. And now with the AI, Chat GPT or these other tools that you have available to you, you don't have to be the best writer. You could just put in your points that you want and ask it to write you an article, or ask it to write you 10 points about why Hex is good. And then you go in and you tweak it to whatever you feel is pertinent and proper to post on other social media channels. Then post them to places like LinkedIn and Odyssey and Steemit, where where the social crypto people are, right? Hive, all these places that I used to use, and I still post them now, but just not as often as I used to. It's just a great place to go because those are crypto people, and it just takes one or two posts and people might see it and they're like, oh man, this is some good stuff. Let me check more into Richard Hart, or let me check more into Hex, or whoever you are that's making the content. Everyone attracts different types of people. Like me, I'm polarizing for some folks. Some folks don't like me because of a little bit hardcore when it comes to politics. I hate politicians and hate taxes, that kind of thing. I'm not a patriot. So for a lot of Americans, they find me a little bit revolting. But people that are not American, they love me. So it's like, let's weigh it here. So some folks aren't going to like you. And then you're going to have the women out there. If you're a woman and you would like to grow your channels, crypto's where it's at. I mean, look at Katie and Hivid. Hibbit Hex, and these people, they're growing leaps and bounds faster than I am because they're a woman. Serena's channel, it's going to blow up. Once people find out about Serena's channel, they're going to be blowing up and going over there and subscribing to her and those kind of things. So please, let's all get to work because we are in a bear market. This is the time to start creating, not waiting until the bull comes, because people are going to think you're full of shit if you wait until the bull comes. They're going to think you're a newbie. You don't want to be considered a newbie. Is that possible, Crypto Frontier? Yeah. I need to go down a little bit further. We can do a stream sometime. That'd be awesome. I appreciate that, Tento. Tin Top, good to see you. How is the new MD front end coming along? Maximus DAO. MD means Maximus DAO. Clint Trones, good evening. Daniel Volgo, either make a new profile in Chrome or set Aurochs to only open when you click on it. Yep. That's exactly how you do it. And because I'm using my Aurochs wallet as my Web3 wallet, I did put it on Chrome and on this computer because I want to be able to interact with it and use it for NFTs and things like that. That is going to be my wallet for all the fun shit, right? I think for now I'm going to continue using my MetaMask as the one for my other wallets. Everything else that I do, just until I feel comfortable using the Aurochs wallet, because it's a learning experience, right? You want to get used to the wallet. Plus, I know that they're rolling out a bunch of other features in the future, and just want to get used to them before I start bringing stuff over from my my MetaMask. And I will do it. Just have to get the other system set up. Snoop Dougie Doug says hi. Does he? Halo Quail, is this the junior? I hope he gets a very big, nice male girlfriend with big PP. In Richard's words. Oh God, nice to catch you live again. Tufun, thank you. Welcome. Oi, Mango Junkie. Thank you guys. Appreciate it. Crypto Sloth, good evening to you, sir. I was talking last night about, man, my ICOSA stakes, guys. If you haven't checked on your ICOSA stakes lately, go check them out. Every single one of mine is over 100%. They've all made back 100% the staked ICOSA. I think that's pretty cool. And some of them are staked out for like 300 days or something, some ridiculous amount. Nate stakes. Pedal to the metal. That's right. Love you. Te amo, Pepe. ICOSA wrecked. Yeah, well, it's wrecked for now. Don't worry. I ain't worried one bit. U.S. wants extradition. Yeah, it's an extradition country, I believe, so they're not going to have any problem. Ramon, hello. You're the kind of American I like, Vlad. Thank you, Vlad. Why do you think Pony said XMR isn't for hodling? If BTC is digital gold, isn't XMR just a better version? He made it clear to me. Fluffy Pony, for you guys who do not know, Fluffy Pony is one of the original team members of XMR or Monero. He told me straight to my face. He goes, look, this is 2017, or maybe in March or so, 2018. I think my baby was already born, my son. He told me that they did not design XMR to be a token or a coin that you hold for speculative use. They designed it for a coin to be transacted with. So that makes sense to me. You know, when you want to move money around, you could use XMR and you have a lot less exposure than if you just move Bitcoin. But there's so much better stuff nowadays. We don't even need to use XMR anymore. I think on Ethereum, we do still have Tornado Cash. So those of you guys who are not in the US and who are not American citizens, Tornado Cash is still a great option. We'll have stuff on Pulse Chain as well. Was ICOSA supposed to be 50% lower than Hex? No, no, Tone, it was not. but the massive amount of inflation going on right now has caused the price to dip more than it was supposed to. So guess what this is? It is a buying opportunity because the rubber band will snap back. I haven't been looking too closely at the SBF day-to-day news. A little surprised he got arrested, but I have a feeling even if if they get him, they treat him like a prince. Probably. Hex is 2.7 cents today. Some big Hex penalties yesterday again. Media, Binance FUD today. RH is timing the bear. Yes, he is. I've been saying it for a long time. People called me nuts. I'm all about RH playing this market like a fiddle. I picked up and staked some cheap Icosa recently for long term. Glad it's going to pay off. It really is. Once this massive amount of inflation comes, I shouldn't say it's not going to come to an end because we're always going to have auctions, but it's going to slow down substantially because you're not going to have these huge days like we had last month where tons of Icosa came to the market, right? You're going to have slower amount. BB Coin should capitalize on the SBF arrest for memes. He's sleeping. Remember, Bobby, they're 6-7 hours ahead. So Hexy bastard might not have even seen the news yet that SBF's been arrested. Hedron stakes are doing well also, Randy. Yes, they are. I just don't stake any Hedron. I stake Hedron on ETH Fair and ETH POW, but I don't stake any on the Ethereum chain. I just turned it all into Icosa. Blessed to have great streamers like you in your community, Randy. Keep up the great work. Z, appreciate you. Hello, Cadet Emaciated. What is your opinion on Pulse Bitcoin, Randy? I don't have an opinion, Peter. I won't own it. I don't really like the founder's tone. Speaking of tone, I don't like his tone on Twitter, the way he talks to people. So I dumped my PLSD a long time ago. I never looked back, and I refuse to own PLSB Bitcoin. What's the deal with Icosa? They can disable selling. Seems centralized. The more you look into it, who the heck said you can disable selling? I can go right now and sell all my Icosa. What do you mean? Hey, Benny. Sup, Randy? Sup, gang? Only got a second to stop by. Stay up. Stay well. Be good, Benny. If they don't capiche, okay, you're speaking Italian there. If they don't capiche, it's more likely lizard language. I only know he's speaking Italian because I know he's Italian. All right, let's go to the news because it's getting ridiculous over here. All right, I saw this tweet by Mario. Mario's this guy's his opinions. I laugh at his opinions. To me, he's an asshat, but I do appreciate the fact that he lets Richard on his streams or on his Twitter Spaces and lets Richard talk and those kind of things, and he's respectful to Twitter. Okay, thanks for that. But he's one of these guys that loves attention. So he says, now that SBF is arrested, who's next? First one, Gary Gensler. I'm all about Gary Gensler getting arrested. Duquan, Steak Fan Steve, one of our Hexkins, he writes Duquan. That makes sense to me. I mean, yeah. This guy said Duquan and CZ. Really? CZ? I don't know. Now people are talking about CZ is involved with money laundering. I believe it, but you got to have proof, right? Alex Muskamsky of Celsius, Mashinsky. SBF's inner circle right now be like, disappear. This whole response of the tweet it's priceless. This guy says Fauci. This guy says Duquan is on the run. There's Mashinsky. Not your keys, not your coins. That was the CEO of Celsius Network. There are some people shitting absolute bricks right now. Yeah, they are. Hex G Banger. This is Hex Dofat. Barbara Fried is saying Bankman-Fried's mom. See, my mom never has to worry, but she has to worry. his presidential campaign, son of Barbara Fried, the co-founder of the political fundraising organization Mind the Gap and Get Out the Vote organizations, including the Center for Voter Information. Goodness gracious. He is so connected. Trump, Duquan, or Richard Hart? What the fuck? Why are people saying Richard? There's nothing going on with Richard. I mean, because he wears stupid clothing? Is that Richard's crime? Joe Biden. Oh God. A lot of people are saying Mashinsky. Oh, Kevin. Yeah, I think he means Kevin O'Leary. That's interesting. Because Kevin O'Leary was paid $15 million from FTX to be a promoter. BitBoy, his parents, talking about SBF's parents. Everyone from the top down needs to be investigated to find out exactly who he colluded with. Hunter, I guess he's speaking about Hunter Biden. CZ, this guy says me. Another one for CZ. CZ again. Jeez. People are putting the hate on CZ. Caroline. She was the CEO of Alameda, which was the partner company of SBX or FTX. The creator of NFT ethics for the circumstantial and refuted claims attributed to Bernie Maxey. What the fuck? Oh God, that's about it. There was a couple in there for Richard too. I just thought that was really funny. Really, you guys want Richard arrested? People don't have enough time on their hands, or they got too much time on their hands, I should say. All right, let's look at the actual paperwork. Oh man, can I make this bigger? Nope. Sorry, guys. It's not going any bigger. I just have to read it. It says, on statement from the Attorney General of the Bahamas, Senator Ryan Pinder, KC, on the arrest of Sam Bankman-Fried. On 12 December 2022, the Office of the Attorney General of the Bahamas is announcing the arrest by the Royal Bahamas Police Force of Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, former CEO of FTX. SBF's arrest followed receipt of formal notification from the United States that it has filed criminal charges against SBF and is likely to request his extradition. As a result of the notification received and the material provided therewith, it was deemed appropriate for the Attorney General to seek SBF's arrest and hold him in custody pursuant to our nation's Extradition Act. At such time as a formal request for extradition is made, the Bahamas intends to process it promptly, pursuant to Bahamian law and its treaty obligations with the United States. Responding to SBF's arrest, Prime Minister Davis stated, the Bahamas and the United States have a shared interest in holding accountable all individuals associated with FTX who may have betrayed the public trust and broken the law. While the United States is pursuing criminal charges against SBF individually, the Bahamas will continue its own regulatory and criminal investigation into the collapse of FTX with the continued cooperation of its law enforcement and regulatory partners in the United States and elsewhere. December 12th, 2022, assigned Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs. Wow. So yeah, it's official, folks. He's getting arrested. Now, I've got a little bit of a comment to say here. This is motivation to live in countries that are non-extradition. Seems pretty obvious to me. You don't want to live somewhere that has an extradition treaty with the U.S. Did you talk about BitBoy Crypto today on ATX Crypto Interview? You know, the authorities knew exactly where he was playing Scooby-Doo. Seems odd. Yeah. I wasn't talking about him, though. I don't think so. XMR is like a porta potty. I don't want to be in it longer than I can hold my breath. Good point. One time I had somebody send me some XMR, and it wasn't much. I think they made like a crap ton of money off one of my recommendations, and they sent me, I think, like $300 or something. And they sent it to me in XMR. I'm like, man, why are you sending me this stuff? I don't want to be put on a list. Yeah, absolutely. Epic Cash is a much better privacy coin than Monero, for sure. Mimblewimble coins, I definitely like them better. I'll hold them, you know. The cool thing about Mimblewimble, the thing I love about Mimblewimble is that the only time your coins are seen across the network is when they're sent from one wallet to another. But they never know how much coins you have in your wallet. So that could be used as a store of value. I much prefer that. So Mimblewimble in general, it doesn't have to be just Epic Cash, but I do like those kind of coins. I was really excited remember when Litecoin was supposed to go to Mimblewimble and they were trying to pump the price by saying they were going to put the code in for Mimblewimble. Never did it. Just a pump and dump scheme, man. J-Man, good evening to you. Thanks, Tone. ICOSA smart contract, not immutable. Smart contract can be edited. I didn't pay for my my ICOSA, so I'm okay. If the FTX guy knows too much, he may have an accident in jail. Ovidian. Yeah. I'm back. Unfortunately, not my Lambo, although I prefer McLarens. Don't McLarens have, I mean, aren't they finicky? Got a lot of repairs to do on them and stuff. Yeah. Crypto Sloth, where do you see that? I'd like to know that too. Disable selling. How? That just sounds like FUD. Can devs do something? See, now Tone's got everyone all fudded up now. There's even a warning about ICOSA on CoinMarketCap. Oh, goodness. I didn't even know we were on CoinMarketCap because I haven't used it in years. Hello, HexForce1. Good to see you. Me too, jerk. I love responding to all jerks' comments. He's like, I hate this government. I'm like, me too, jerk. Smart contract of the following asset can be modified by the contract creator. For example, disable selling, change fees, mint new tokens, or transfer tokens. Please exercise caution. So you're just fudding because of what you saw on CoinMarketCap. That's no problem. I mean, there's other coins that do that too. But yeah, if it does have that, it means it's not immutable. That it's not immutable. Susie, good to see you. This is on CoinMarketCap. Yeah. Smart contracts of the following asset can be modified by the contract creator first. Okay, Peter. Okay. Can you do the same with Aurochs Wallet like you do with MetaMask with your treasure? So it keeps all NFT Web3. Yeah, you will be able to, but hard wallets are not compatible with Aurochs yet. That's an upgrade that's coming, guys. So be patient. It's coming. For now, just use it for fun. You know, I think I have like $60 worth of crypto on there and just playing back and forth and that kind of stuff. But it's going to be fine. Famous Thursday night, guys. I got the founder of Famous coming on, and we're going to talk Buck coming in 10 p.m. on Thursday. So hold your questions for Famous at that time. Kevin's got a smart outlook on how to treat your own money, especially if you watch the initial season 1 Shark Tank episodes. Yeah, hey, look, I watched them all. I never really liked him, though. I just thought he was too up on himself. I wouldn't take CMC too seriously, but I brought it to Alex's attention. He will look into it. Yeah, because seriously, how many of us actually use CoinMarketCap? I haven't used it in such a long time. Cook them on a jalapeno stick. What are we talking about, Pepe? I say look for a fake SPF suicide. He slipped and broke his neck, but his neck is turned around or something. Lacaroni, what's up? Will Hex be hyperinflationary with 3.69 inflation rate? Seems that eventually it'll compound with more and more being minted over time. It's always going to be 3.69%. Hyperinflation is actually when the interest rate continues to increase. The hyperinflation continues to hyperinflate. So 1 year is 3.69, the next year is 10%, the next year it's 15%. Like if you go into the history of the Argentine peso, that's hyperinflation. Go into the history of the Bolivar, and I'm pointing that way because Venezuela's over there. The Venezuela Bolivar, those hyperinflated. The Weimar Republic in Germany, that's when it starts off with a set rate and then just goes nuts. then you're having 100% per day, then you're having 1,000% per day, and then all your money just becomes toilet paper. Yeah, it's a real shame. But we have a constant 3.69% mathematical rate set. Ovidian, I wouldn't doubt it. Pulse, let's go. Please. please. Depends on how far Sam's mouth runs. Kevin O'Leary next. He'd probably be subpoenaed, right? He's probably going to be asked to come in and talk. They're going to ask him what he knows. Hexhart, you are welcome. Happy to be here. You guys are my peeps. Whether it's Tone with his FUD, Tone's always got FUD. Pac-Man with his Zen. You guys, we're a family, right? We're all Hexkins, and I'm here to support and help you guys out, try to figure things out alongside you. If people talk about other coins, I'm not going to smash them with a hammer. It's okay. I love other coins too. I own multiple coins that aren't part of the Hex ecosystem. So if I own them, how can I be aggressive towards people in my chat that own other coins? Doesn't make any sense. Now, if they come in here and someone just, I don't know their name and they're in here just shilling all the time, then yeah, we'll use a ban hammer. But I don't see anybody shilling anything. We're just one big family. Polyamorous relationships are okay in jail. Sam will love it there. Blackeroni. Yep. 3.69 is the max rate. Excuse me. But 3.69% is not the amount that come to market. What percentage of the coins are unstaked, then restaked out for a longer period? It's likely that Hex's true inflation and what's happening might only be like 1.5% or 1.8%, something like that. SPF Epstein soon. Oh God. Possible. You never know when you're friends with the Clintons. Oh no, not a warning from CoinMarketCap. Exactly. Version 3 for Christmas, please. Yeah, Ovidian. Yes, I'm hoping. I mean, I'm just expecting one morning I'm gonna wake up and because Richard's in Europe, I'm gonna wake up one morning and everyone's gonna be the Hexco on Twitter is gonna be on fire because version 3 is launched, and I'm gonna be like, yeah, let's go in and play with it. Epstein was going to testify against his backers. Ghislaine didn't notice who died and who didn't. Yep. No, Mango Junkie, we don't ban. I don't ban unless somebody's coming in and just doing things to spite. And you guys, I mean, I have really good mods. A couple of you guys are a little bit too ban happy. I've had people private message me like, Randy, somebody banned me. I have to go in and unban them. Just be careful with the banning, guys. Put them in timeout, but you don't have to ban people. Jerk says, I W the crypto Don. Thank you, Jerk. Kevin is trying his best to convince everyone he's innocent. He's a fake shark. Yeah, of course. You ready? How can we talk? Suzy Q, talk. Man, if you're really a woman, I ain't talking to you. Shit. I'm a married man. I'm not doing that. That's a trap. Cash out from crypto peer-to-peer, good way. Yeah, that's, in my opinion, that's the best way. And here in Panama, the best thing you could do is when you're here, you make an appointment with my friends from Czechia, and you meet up with them and they do a transaction. That's it. I love peer-to-peer. That billionaire crypto kid found dead in Puerto Rico. What's the story with him? Was he schizophrenic? Spot on, lying? Well, Jerk, I think that he, I've talked about this multiple times. This was one of the founders of MakerDAO that you're talking about. And he was found dead in Puerto Rico in jeans and something with his wallet on him on the beach. I don't know. I haven't met many people who go into the water fully dressed. So that was kind of odd. And he did say a couple days earlier that he felt like he was going to be Epstein, and 2 days later he was dead. So yeah, Tone is the Fudnado. Yeah, he is, but he's like a nice fudder. There's only one Squidward. Oh god. Check out Tyrant, bro. We mooning hardcore. Lenworth. Okay, I never heard of it. Tyrant. Why would you guys name a coin Tyrant? Hex Pulse, Pulse X, Zen, Lone, Hedron, a few others, Doge Chain, Realm, etc. Hell yeah. Be open-minded time when markets and focus on that USD green in the end. Listen, bear markets are where it's at. If you have a product or a project that is doing well in the bear market, what do you think it's going to do when the bull market returns? That's just going to just go crazy. Don't listen to people. Research a project. If you believe in it, if you think it's cool, put a couple ducats towards it. You never know. $100, $200. Doesn't have to be thousands. It could be just a little bit. If something goes up 100x, $100, 100x is $10,000. You'll be happy. Never sell 100% of a bag. And I learned that from Dollar Cost Crypto. He said, always keep a moon bag. So if you want to sell out of something, you could sell 80% of it, keep 20%, and just leave that 20% just in case it moons really hard. And you don't want to be, upset that you missed out on a project that did really well. For example, Uniswap. I wish I never would have sold my Uniswap tokens. I turned them into Hex the first day. $1,200, turned them into Hex. Yeah, the Hex did well, okay? I think Hex is about half a penny at the time. But the Uniswap went from, I think it was a $1.20 or $1.60 or something like that, all the way up to 30 something bucks in like a 2-month period. Hex didn't go to 50 something cents until like a year later. So I could have taken that 30 bucks times whatever amount of coins I got and turned that into Hex, and that would have been probably $500,000. So I'm saying, don't ever, Dollar Cost Crypto is right. Don't ever sell your whole bag. Would this be a good time to ask for a loan? Chico. I would never recommend that, but do as thou wilt. I'm doubling down on my Icosa stake soon. No intention on selling for a couple of years. Let the bag grow. Yeah, Icosa is going to do fine. 777. Good day, everyone. I'm better late than ever. MJ Money, welcome. I always appreciate your sevens. Richard's plan, I think, is first the documentary and then Pulse Chain. Possible. I got tons of Icosa and yield is great, but the bug and smart contract editing does worry me some, to be honest. Yeah. The one part that keeps freaking me out is all these people that are accidentally hitting the max button during the auction and buying the auctions with all of their Hedron and losing like billions of Hedron at once. That's sad to see because they're buying a HSI that might only be worth $500, but they just paid like $6,000 for it or $7,000. That stinks. Susie is a trap. Watch out, Randy. Yep. No, I'm 48 years old. I've been around the bend a few times. Ukraine had lots of funds donated through FTX, all gone now. Fernando, you're absolutely right. Is this Fernando from Panama? If you are, let me know, because I haven't seen him in a while. Susie Q, you can talk to me. Randy showed me everything he knows. Crypto CR7, nice. That's actually a pretty cool day. That's CR7, Cristiano Ronaldo CR7. That's cool. It was sad seeing him walk off the field the other day crying. The bug had to do with the bonus payout and yield only. Yeah, I remember that. Now I know what you're talking about. Peer-to-peer nice. Only both parties know. Yes, sir. Fable of the Dragon Tyrant. Interesting. I've been watching the Dragon, the Game of Thrones, the new series. Man, what a horrible, horrible show. I can't stop watching it. I'm committed now. I've got like 2 episodes left. What the hell? What kind of crap was that? Yep, always DCA out, guys. Always. Old Drippy. Ovidian. Hey, Blue Bum. Wow, they really arrested him. I guess there's a long extradition process, and I guess it means he won't testify tomorrow. No, it's not going to be. Yeah, it takes some time. Yep. But I do recommend anybody who is American move to non-extradition countries and research how it works in that country. Like people are like, oh, I'm moving to Colombia. Colombia is an extradition country. Be careful. Talk Zen, Kingsway? You want me to talk Zen? Oh, yeah. The Wire. I love that show. It's on HBO Plus, too. Might have to take my wife and have my wife watch that one with me because that shit was good. All right. So, Zen. I went and I minted 10 more wallets a couple days ago, last week sometime. I'll probably do about 10 wallets a week. Why do I think Zen is good? Because once the Ethereum transaction prices get out of hand again, and they will in the next bull market, and it probably won't take long into the bull market. It might be a quarter of the way through the bull market where the Ethereum prices start going up to 100, 120, 150 bucks just for a transaction. People will stop minting their Zen. And you could already see that the minting of Zen has slowed down greatly. Now, put on top of that price increase to do a transaction, guess what that's going to mean? Supply and demand. It's going to be a shock on the Zen market. So what you're going to see is the supply is going to go like this, and then it's going to curve out, and it'll level off, right? The supplies will level off because people won't be minting as much. What that's going to mean is that it's going to take less economic momentum to get that price to go up. That's the game that I'm playing. That's what I'm betting on. I don't listen to fudders. I don't listen to people who say, oh, it's not going to work. Listen, the amount of money it cost me to mint all of these wallets, like I minted like over 100 something wallets, is less than what I used to go to a casino one time to go play at the casino for a couple hours. So I am not worried if that goes to zero, because I'm not worried when I go to a casino either. All right. This is an opportunity that something could turn into something big. So what if that $500-600 turns into 10 grand or 20 grand or 50 grand or 60 grand or $1 million? You never know. 10 years out, who knows? So that's what I'm looking at. Zen NFT is coming out end of December. Also watch for a big spike. Interesting, Pac-Man. Yeah, I got a lot of smart Zen guys in here. I only have 53 wallets. I need more gas. Yeah, gas ain't cheap. It's not. And then you have enough that you need enough to do the end stake as well, or mint the tokens. Zen is definitely a sleeper, guys. I wouldn't ignore it. All right, that was enough about Zen. Let's go look at the charts here. Bitcoin in the monthly. Still got the ORX indicator green, which is a good sign. Look, we're on December 12th. We're almost halfway through the month. In 3 days, we'll be halfway through the month, and we've had a green ORX indicator the whole month. Unless something big happens, I foresee that this could stick around, and that'll be a really good sign that we're getting near the bottom if we're not already there. The daily. We're having a little battle here. It was red, then it went green, then it's red again. But we're up today 1.4% for Bitcoin. Demand index is looking good. We're above zero. And look, the fear and greed is yellow. It's no longer orange. So that's a very good sign. Ethereum, oh, look what we have. ORX indicator showed up again on the monthly. It was gone for about 6 or 7 days. So that's back. That's a really good sign. We got past the full moon, guys. We're going into a new moon now. A new moon typically is bullish for crypto and bullish for the markets. Look at this. I believe, watch, this will probably be green tomorrow. If we can keep this up, if we get above 1,300, I bet you we get a green ORX indicator for the daily for Ethereum. Hex, we still got, obviously, we painted green last month. And still looking great. Let's go on the daily. We had this big green candle here, but then we went red and we've been trending down ever since. If we get good news tomorrow, everything's going to go up. Everything's going up. So we got less than about 18 hours until we get the news what the Fed's going to do. If they only let them do 0.5 basis points, then that's kind of a sign that they're rounding the curve, and then it's going to probably look like how Hedron's ugly ass chart looks, rounding the curve, and we'll start going back up. Now, hopefully that's what happens. This is a Hedron on the weekly. Look at that, starting to bottom out. That's really cool to see. And the daily, still green on the daily. It looks like I have too many. Get rid of this one. Get rid of this. Oh. Indicator, Aurochs indicator. Yep, it's been about 2 weeks we've had a green Aurochs indicator. Even though Hedron is down to 5018, that's almost, the bottom was 5017. So we're finding a bottom there too. That's a very good sign. Remember, 8 weeks from now or so, we have that auction again. The ICOSA, the HSI stake auction, there's going to be a large amount coming out again. It's not going to be as big as the first one, maybe 20, 30% less. And then every month that's going to happen. Next time in 5 months from now, it'll only be 50% of what the first auction was. So it'll start slowing down, and that's going to cause less ICOSA to come to market, less inflation, and then you'll start getting that gap where, remember, it used to be 34 hex per ICOSA. That'll snap back, in my opinion. Where are we? How rigged is Bitcoin? Jerk. I don't think it's too rigged. Thing is, it's very centralized in a small amount of wallets. ICOSA chart. Yeah, sure. Let me pull it up first. I use Dex Screener for that one. I'll add it to Aurochs tomorrow. Let's see, shared screen. There we go. So ICOSA is at 53 and a half. As low as it went was 50. Give it a little fire here. On the daily, look at that was the 15-minute chart. Let's go on the daily here. Look at that. Not pretty. We were up to $1.60, and we are at $1.80. I bought up here, guys. $1.80. I paid in the beginning, first day, and now we're hit that peak again, $1.60, and now we're 53 cents. But that will slow down. I guarantee that's going to slow down. So don't worry about ICOSA FUD. It's one of the coins I think is going to do very, very well in the next bull market. New moon, fuck yeah. We're going to pump tomorrow and this week. Yep. So let's look at the app for the moon. People think I'm nuts when I talk about the moon, but it works. As a psych nurse, it's 100% reliable. Next full moon is 24.8 days. Next new moon is 10.3 days. So the time where the markets do the best is 5 days before the new moon and 5 days after the new moon. Just like when the markets do the worst is 5 days before the full moon and 5 days after the full moon. All right. So that's that. Pay attention to the moon. So for example, you want to sell, wait until the new moon. You want to buy, wait until the full moon. So you think 75 basis points, Noah? I hope not, but they got to crush us. They got to crush our souls. They got to get every nation in the world begging for some USD. 15 is the day and Tom is the number. What's that, Pac-Man? Remember Kramer called the bottom and said, sell all crypto to zero. That was the bottom. LOL. Do always opposite of that clown. For sure. Yeah, the Kramer indicator. For sure. I'm thinking 0.5. I think 0.5 too. Love these prices. Been DCing all my favorites for months. Crypto Curious, DCA is the way to go. No way, Noah. They're not doing 1 basis point. If they do 1 basis point, I will send you a D share of Pulse Doge. 5,555 Pulse Doge tokens, Noah. It ain't gonna happen. Corey Tate, Esquire. 50 basis point next. I think so. I think 50 is what's happening. See you guys at the top. Yeah, Noah's trolling. Canada did 0.5 last week. I'd be surprised if the Fed goes 0.75. Yeah, me too. No, it's 1.25. Hey, Susie Q. Your Saunders friend? Okay, cool. But still, I don't talk to ladies. Sorry, can't do it. I talk to my mama, and I talk to my wife, and that's about it. Hey, Randy, how much Hedron supply was burnt last auction? Tom, I have no idea. The auction's continuous. So Crypto Sloth, or if there's anybody who's really Blue Bomb, if you're still here, if you could answer that question, that'd be cool. I know you guys are in it daily paying attention. Gosh, the Icosa dids are so good. Yeah, I've doubled my bags, all of them. You trade stocks? No, jerk. Change your name, please. SPF won't do any time. It's possible. There's already a large number of HSIs sitting and not being started. Why would this next large batch change anything? Because there's a whole nother bunch of auctions. That's how it works. Firefighting 82. There's already a large number of HSIs sitting and not being started. Why would this next large batch change anything? Because it's another large batch. We already had, what happened is people took their HSIs, they sold them for Icosa, and now they're going to be available again. A lot of my stakes that I turned into HSIs were the 10X ones. And believe me, people want those. They want those 10Xers because they're worth a lot when you burn them for Icosa. It's just going to be a rolling large auction, but it's going to get smaller and smaller every time. Instead of rolling downhill and getting bigger, it's actually going to roll downhill and get smaller and smaller because some are not going to be recycled. I always use MoonFX since 1998 for my stocks and options trading, and yes, it works. Awesome, Pac-Man. It's good to hear somebody that understands what I'm talking about. 100 basis points, 11K in prey. Yeah, they did 100 basis points, man. I'm going to go out to the beach and turn off the internet for a month or 2 months. This is a question only, nothing else. Feel free to put them in chat. No means no, Susie. I just sold my PLSD airdrop yesterday, $6,100 for free. Way to go, Oswood. Hoping the best for the PLSB guys, but for me, that 6,100 is a perfect addition to my PLS and PLSX post-launch DCA stack. Way to go. You stuck out and you held it for a while. That's a way to, I wish I would have held mine for that long. Auctions are constantly happening. Yep. I don't talk to any woman. I'm asexual now. Have my fun. They gaslight, manipulate me now. Solitude is power. Look, after my divorce, that's how I was for many years. I had female friends because I'm a nurse, so I worked around women all the time. I know how they work. I worked with them. I was outnumbered like 20-1. The batch coming up in February are the largest HSIs that were recycled. Yeah, exactly, Mango Junkie. That's what I was saying. Selling your HSI for Icosa is a bad idea if you think about it. Contract gives you less Icosa as a T-share rate increases. I get it. Randy, did you see that liquid loan video the other day? Looks like Pulse is coming. No, I didn't, Pac-Man. If you have the link, if you want to send it to me on Twitter or something, that'd be cool. But thank you everybody for coming out. I'm a nurse. I was a psych nurse. I worked with the folks that wanted to hurt me. Forensics, baby, forensics. All right, thank you everyone for coming out. I really appreciate you all. If you didn't watch the stream earlier today with ATX Crypto, it was a really good one. If you missed the stream I did with Access Alive and Bob, that was by far the best stream that I was ever part of. It was absolutely amazing. Those guys broke everything down, and they did great explanations of everything too. So Kingsway's giving away a what's a. When you're emotionally intelligent man, you'll drive women mad. They can't play games and win. Oh yeah, I know. Absolutely. Grazie, mi amico. No problem. Thank you, Oswood. I'll keep it up. I will. So cheers.